in progress.
Hello, 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 everybody. Man, today we're gonna go over some things and with the trading and right now I'm looking at US30. US30's been doing some amazing things. It's been going straight up for months and months and months, and this week right now it started going down. And so the way that we look at that, we can look at the hours. And so every one of these candles is worth an hour of time. And we can see that it's been going down, down, down. And we've been winning, winning, winning. Down, 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 down. And this was last week right here. So last week we could see it's been going up, 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 and it's been going up for a while. That's Thursday of last week. Up, 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 and it's been winning. Up right here, it's been winning. Up, up, we won. And then it started going down. We started seeing this down, down, down trend. And right now it's consolidating. And this is what it does, because it goes basically, these are the top 30 stocks. And so when they go to sleep, during this time, it always goes into this kind of pattern where it consolidates and then it does some big stuff when it wakes back up. So it's going to wake up again at 6:30 my time. And, we're probably about 30 minutes away from that right now. So we're going to talk about this and explain it. We're going to look at some other things. So this is US30. So let's look at the news and see what's going on. And I could tell you that on the news, there's going to be some unemployment today. Every Thursday, remember the unemployment. And then once a month, the big unemployment happens the first week. So today, like I said, at 5:30, the unemployment came out. And so let's see what's going on here. And this is not the week that we're on. And so here it is right here today. And we have the unemployment happen. And then the market's going to open in a little while. So let's just see if anything really happened. Right now, when we look, nothing really happened at 5:30 in the morning. Here's where it started at. A little bit of movement, but not too much. But if we go to like gold, I love trading gold. And we can see XAUUSD. And gold did this at 5:30. It went up, went back down, and now it's steadily going up. And what do we see with the bot that we should have bought? And it's been winning down, it said. So we see that's beautiful. This is on the 15 minutes. I like to trade more of the 1 hour and things like that. So it told us to buy right here at 5 o'clock, and look at where it's at now. If we would have bought like it told us to, we would have won. If we would have sold right here, we would have won for 2 candles. If we would have bought right here, we would have won. So we want to look at the 1 hour or the 4 hour. And as you see on this 4 hours, look at how many times you would have won right here. The last 3 won. It's in a beautiful market with gold today. I really like gold for, new traders. It's about the easiest way to trade on somebody that's brand new because it's so flexible. It's going to go up. It's going to come back down. It's going to be like in this area right here, up, down, up, down. And it's kind of easier to trade because of that. So let's look at the news one more time. So the news is telling us what unemployment happened. And it's really not that bad. Right here. So the unemployment was predicted to be 2,043,000 jobs, but it's such really good news, 2027. So it's almost 20,000 less people that got unemployment that the government basically thought would take it. So that's a good sign for our economy. Our economy is getting really good. And, things like this always happen around election time. Let's look at our government right here, USD. Let's see if it gets stronger. Is it weak? And it's still trying to refresh. Let's go to the other one. And as you see, USD is struggling right now. Maybe because it didn't even wake up yet. Maybe that's why it's so weak right now, considering. And that's a fine thing. You don't have to really worry about the currency strength that much if you're just trading, stocks, which we're trading stocks, indices, things of that sort. So let's kind of look over a couple things before the market opens up. US30, we've seen this been going down, down, down. And let's go back to the hour because this looks like, this is days worth of information. So let's just go to hours. So it kind of plateaued since yesterday. But you see these big drops in the economy, for a couple days now in the US30. Let's look at the Nas 100, the 100 biggest companies. And usually what you'll see is almost the same thing the US30 is doing, but we don't. We just see, this is more like trading gold, it looks like. Some big trades you could have won here with the bot, especially on the bounce strategy. Boom. That was a really good one. And let's look at the 500 best companies. And it really has no rhyme or reason. But this is pretty cool how we got the same Tuesday down that we got on the Nas 100. Let's look at Apple here. Apple's been going up, up, and it's because of the release of the iPhone. So, I mean, just think that if you actually know how to trade, and even the bot was like, the iPhone's coming out. So this iPhone, extravaganza, when the iPhone comes out, Apple goes straight up. And also Amazon too. Amazon had Prime Week, and what you see is a big, upflow because of that Prime Week. People are saving money. They're basically knowing that Amazon's going to go up. So those are like holidays in the Forex market, are when a company launches a product or a company gives extreme discounts. Then you could bet your bottom dollar that guess what? The people and governments and companies are going to put a lot of money for that to go up. Why would they do that? Because they know it's going to go up. It just makes sense because they release these big breaks and things like that. So the day, here we go right here, and you see the US30, the biggest companies are what going down. McDonald's, 5% went down. That's like 5 of these boxes everywhere, right? That's like covers this whole part up. You got Amazon. You got to fulfill 2.5 boxes. Look how much area Amazon is. If you put 2 of these, this is going to cover up all this also and more. So you would see all this becoming red. Bank of America, 1.7, 1.8. This is 2 more boxes you would have to fill in these things, right? Coca-Cola, 2.0. And the thing is, you don't think these are big deals, but Coca-Cola is a big deal, right? It's the #1 soft drink place. So, but Microsoft is worth way more, right? Microsoft is down. Apple, 2 of these. I mean, you have 2 of these right here. It fills up, this and that. And then you have almost 3 of these and it fills up all this. You're talking about a real red market that's going down, 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 down. And so that's from yesterday. So let's look at today. This is the 4 hours. And is it doing anything in the 4 hours? Not really, right? So this could be a sign that the economy, the US30 is turning around. Let's look at just the hour. And what we see is the same thing. There's nothing really happening. There's a couple greens, Verizon's green, J&J, but everything else is, it has a negative sign by a lot of them, but it's not enough to give you really any credit, because negative 0.03, right, is nothing when you got Amazon almost filling up a whole thing. So let's look at the 100, because that is the 30. Nvidia is warming up. Apple's warming up. Facebook is at nothing, right? He's waiting for the market to open, obviously. Google, nothing really. Microsoft, Amazon. So everything for this is just waiting to open up, and that's the last hour. But let's look at the last day, because then we can see the onslaught, the horror, where everything is red, and everything is red big time. Nvidia almost 3 red. Apple, man, Nvidia is such a big company. Sheesh. I mean, it's almost bigger than Apple right now. That's amazing. Microsoft, Amazon, just look at Amazon compared to Nvidia. That's like, wow. And Facebook, this is the chip maker right here. And this thing is starting to move the market. And, whatever this does, it moves everything. Tesla's getting bigger. You see that. But look at this. This is all red from yesterday. And really nothing's going on for today. And let's look at the 500. And then we're kind of done really looking at this after we look at the 500, because this is all the companies, the 30, the 100, and all these other companies put together. So this really tells us where the market is. And, if you have like money that you want to invest, what do we think is the better investment to keep for a year? Let's just say you want to keep money for a year or 2 or 3, right? What will we do? Will we do the US30? Will we do the 100? Will we do, the 500? Well, the simplest way is the 500. If you're just putting money away and you're not trading it or anything, you're just keeping it there for like the same thing, like a method like buying Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin is going to make more money for you in 3 years than this would, but this is one of the most stable, investments in the world, because it's the 500 best companies in the United States. And this usually goes up year by year by year. If you put it in US30, you might get more gains, but also you might get more losses. Usually US30 doesn't, lose that much, but you would definitely have a safer investment in the 500. And so we see the last 4 hours. Let's look at the day. Red. Everything is red. It's like a bloodbath. So the economy, the biggest ones are going down, 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 down right now. And so that's how we look at that. So we got the 500, and we got the 500 best, the 100 best, and now I want to switch over, and I want you guys to look at Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin has been going up, 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 up. It's really amazing, because Bitcoin, let's just say you put in money. Let's look at the days, right? If you put in money into Bitcoin, last year or year before, let's look at the week so we can see more time. It's not what I wanted. So 1 week at a time. So this is back in 2020. And it was in 2020, during like COVID time, it was $11,000. And look, 4 years later, here it is at 20 again. It wanted to plateau at 20. But look how it took off. And now it's at, 67. $100,000, and you could tell that it's still going up week by week. It's still going up. Right here, it kind of plateaued, but then it took off again. Right here, it took off. So we could bet your bottom dollar. I believe this is going to be like 100,000. So if you had money to invest for 4 years, we just seen in the last 4 years, this went from 11,000 to 67,000. So it's 6 times the money. If you 600 times the money, if you would have got in, right? Let's look at the 500. Well, this is a 500. You know, this is week by week, and let's look back at 2002. Let's just look back at 2002, and you see that it was 3,600, and what is it now? 3,600. Now it's, let's just say 6,000. It's 5,800. But so it doubled your money in the last 2 years, which is very, very good. Let's go back during COVID time. So during COVID time, this is around COVID down here, it was $3,000. So even around COVID time, it went up double your money, right? Let's look at the Nas 100. What did it do in 2020 or 2022? 2022, you see it start taking off right here. So it was $10,000 down here. And now we know by just looking right here, it's $20,000. So it doubled your money. Let's go back to COVID era. And COVID was like 8,000, right? So basically it was like almost 3 times your money. But Bitcoin is 6 times your money. It's just it's a better investment for you. We already looked at, the 500. Let's look at Apple. Did Apple go up that much? This is the biggest company right now in the United States. 2022, it was 131. I don't know. See, when you look at stocks, it's a little different because this could have split and got up, and it could be like double. So 120 and now it's 230. So you would have got double your money here. US oil is another good investment. A lot of people love buying oils, but it's better to buy like an oil well or oil spots. But sometimes you'll get sold oil spots and it won't produce any oil. So then it's like a total loss to you. But like during COVID time, it was $37. And what we see is double 71. So if you invest in stuff, just normally the big things in the economy, it looks like in the last 2 years, you're going to double your money, which is really good to do. But when you go into Bitcoin, then you're seeing big, big gains, big, big gains. Let's look at Ethereum, because Ethereum, Solana is what I kind of invested in and I'm just waiting for 6:30. So Solana is what I invested in. This is where I put some money in. Solana, it's a really good coin, I thought, and I invested like 2 years ago in this. And this is the market cap for it. And so it's way down here, and now it's way at 82, and it was at 6,000 market cap down here, 7,000. Now it's at 82. So this like 10 times the money. So crypto, what we know is that with crypto, Ethereum, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum's at 2,500 right now. Let's just look at 2022. It was 1,000. So Ethereum kind of doubled. There's so many coins in Ethereum, so it's really hard for it to rocket boost up. But a lot of the other coins are basically coins that are started and they're on the blockchain of Ethereum. That's why I really like Ethereum. Now, not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like a coin in itself, and Ethereum's like a workspace. Ethereum's kind of like Microsoft, and Bitcoin is kind of like Amazon. Well, that's not a good comparison. Let's say Bitcoin is like Tesla that just makes a certain product, right? That would be like Bitcoin, and then Ethereum would be like an Amazon where people could basically work inside of Amazon and make money. They could sell their own products, they can make money. So that's probably a better one. And so let's go back to the market. So what we do know is that we need to find stuff that's making money. So how do we know who to invest in? Well, you got to find your best trade. What is your best trade? And then you got to study it. The easiest one to start trading is gold. Gold is always the easiest one to trade. Even though gold like went straight up and it's at an all-time high and it's never did this before, the last 3 years with gold was very up and down, up and down. So if you even make the wrong trade, you could just hold into the trade and bet your bottom dollar it's going to come back and correct itself and you're going to make some money off of it. That's kind of what happened to US30. US30 is at an all-time high and it went way up, and now it went down like $1,000, went up $1,000 in the last week or two. So if you stay, let's say you traded for US30 to go down 2 weeks ago, you could have stayed in and you're almost even right now because it was at like 42,340. That's where, if you went in 2 weeks ago, you could see. But it like skyrocketed it and then started coming back down. It went up to 50 or 43. So this is what we're talking about. We can see that it's staying in this area right here. So it didn't just take off and come off the map, right? So 43.00, and then it went to, now it's at what, 42. So between 43,000 and 42,000, that's where it's been in the last like month. I like US30. I feel like it's the best trade that can make you a whole lot of money trading, and it moves really fast. Uh, Compared to gold, gold does move really fast if you're trading on the news or you're trading opening bell also. But I feel like US30 is more, you get paid way more. First of all, it has more, 42,000, right? This is saying 27. So you could do less lots and make more money. And you'll have to find out what the difference is between lots for 2,000 and lots between 42,000. You might be trading US30 at 0.05, and you might be trading, gold at a whole lot. So you got to find out when you're trading, like, how much is a lot moving every time a pip moves on the different ones. And that's how you don't get caught losing a lot of money. Because with Bitcoin, if you do a whole lot on this, one lot on Bitcoin, you might be losing a lot of money really fast. You got to be careful. So we see right here that the Dow Jones is moving. It's doing really good. And when the opening bell happens, it's going to even be moving even more. It's been moving because of the US unemployment. US30. And here is gold. Like I said, you see the gold doesn't have these very, very big candles as we just seen on US30, is because this is 2,700 word. So even though these candles look littler, there's probably even more movement. Like, gold has went up $25, and $25 at a 2,700 500 is way more of a percentage of movement than $10 on the US30 that's worth 42,000. So today you could have did gold to go up and you could have made a lot of money. Well, why would you take gold going up? Because the bot told you to on the 15-minute over and over and over again. All you needed to do was have, this indicator right here, and you would have known and you would have made money off that, right? Look at oil. Oil only moved 0.2 up. And the more this goes up, the more gas is going to cost at the pump. So this is kind of something that affects the U.S. economy too. If everybody's just buying gas, guess what? They're not buying the US30 products or the NAS 100 products or the SPX 500 products. So that's why they got to keep basically gas down, and that helps people be able to buy more. So all these big things kind of work together, and that's how I'm looking at a picture. I'm looking at a picture. Is the economy healthy today or is it hurting today? That's the kind of thing that we need to look at. Gold right here, it went up 2% in a week. In a month, it went up 4%. In 3 months, it went up 15%, right? So you got to look at stuff like this. Look down here, and it's easy to look on this on your phone if you're in the trading view. So all the technical indicators are pointing to what? You buy gold. And what is gold already going up, right? So this is on your phone real simple, but you can look down here, and I always look at this stuff because how many indicators? It says more indicators. Look at how many indicators that they're using to tell you to do a buy, right? These ones right here are neutral. One says to sell commodity channel, but look at how many things are telling you to buy. This whole picture right here. All these indicators, exponential moving average, simple moving average. You need to know out of all the indicators, what is it telling you? Well, 2 are telling you to sell, right? But everything else is either neutral. The stochastic is neutral. This is one of the big ones we use, right? The relative strength index, we use these two together. They're both saying neutral. That's to tell you if it's overbought or oversold. It's saying that it's not overbought or oversold right now, so it should be doing what everything else is. The Williams percentage is really good one. The MACD we use, and it says to buy. The momentum, remember we're using the MACD to judge momentum. Well, the momentum indicator that's just like the MACD is telling you to buy. The awesome oscillator, which we use, is neutral. But look at everything else. These are the ones that moving averages. All the moving averages are saying what? Buy, 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 buy. All right, the pivots. These are telling you like when it should come back around, the Fibonacci. So everything's saying to buy, 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 right? Bitcoin. Should we buy or sell Bitcoin? Right? We look again. Everything's telling us what? To buy, 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 buy Bitcoin. And so what do we think? Do we think it's going to go up? Yeah. Look, the last week, it barely went up, barely did anything. A month, though, it went up 6%. In 3 months, it went up 2%. And there's strong indication to buy right now, the whole summary. This is the one you really want to look at. The summary is to buy. Strong over here, neutral right here. The summary of everything is to buy. And we're looking at the 1 day. We can look at the 4 hours. So this indicator right here is telling us, instead of us having to put every indicator and look at everything step by step, we could just look at a general picture right here of all the technical indicators together, telling us what should we do, right? Is that a good thing to have? Oh, you bet it. You bet it is. Amazon. Should we buy or sell Amazon? Well, the picture is saying, more sells than buys, but it's not really a strong sell because there's a lot of buys too, right? Let's look at Apple one more time. Apple saying that it's neutral or we should buy. So it's kind of split in between what to do. So these are the things that are advantages for us to buy or sell. Okay, so the market just started. Let's look. If we would have just did what it said on gold to buy, let's look and see what gold is doing now. Is gold looking good? Is gold looking bad? We want to buy. So the opening market said everything says to buy, and look what happened. It just started and it's going up. So we could have made money just looking at the overall view of things. And where do we look at the overall view is down here. Remember that. Okay. Metrics. So this is always good to have because, when you click on whatever one, it's going to give a summary on the bottom of what's going on here. We had a buy right here. The market opened up and, we could have waited for it to keep on going red. And then right now it's turning around. We could have bought immediately. And so that's what we need to do. We need to look at an overall. When you're looking at a trade, you want to look over the overall, what's going on with everything. And how do you view everything? The only way to view everything is to what? To read the news. We got to always read the news, but to also look deep into the trade with the candles and see where it's been moving for the last couple of days and weeks. You always want to look at what happened for the week, but you don't really have to look at what happened for the week. If you've been trading every day for the week and you're on like this Thursday, do I need to know like what direction US30 or Bitcoin is going? No, because I already know, right? So that work's already been done. Usually start that work in the beginning of the week, so right? But then now you need to know like the daily stuff, like what do we think is going to happen today? Right now, we could judge by doing all this, or we have the bot that tells us that it's going up or down, also, which is easier for us, right? Using that. But also, when you're looking at that, let's say the bot tells you that it's going up, but then you look and let's just go to gold, right? So, gold, everything is lit up to go up. The bot's been telling us to go up, up, up. Every day, the bot's been telling us to go up 15-minute, since yesterday. Today's the 24th. So it's been telling us to go up yesterday, up, 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 repeatedly. And so what do we need to do? We need to say, okay, what does the economy say for gold? How do we look at that? So we go here, Forex Factory, and we go to the metals. What is gold saying? This is the last 6 hours on gold. It went up $6. Okay. Then we read about it and we say, okay, is there anything on gold? Gold continues gains amid pre-election uncertainty. So, wow, we read this article right here and we say, okay, gold, we don't know who's going to be elected. So why would everybody be putting their money in stocks when we don't know? I guarantee you, if somebody gets elected, it's going down. If somebody else gets elected, it's going up. And that's just what's going to happen. They don't know who that's going to be, right? They can't just say, well, if Trump gets elected, gold's going to go up. They don't know. Some people are saying if Camila gets elected, it's going to go up. Some people say Trump is going to go up. Nobody knows until the person's elected. It's just like a news event. Nobody knows what's going to happen until it happens, right? So we read stuff about gold prices. We say, okay, we're going to read this. We need to know this whole story. Why? Gold prices extended their gains and hovered near record highs as safe haven demand for the precious metal increased. You're talking about rich people aren't really going to move the market, but governments buying gold around the world because they don't know, who's going to win. And all these economies around the world are kind of based off of what the United States does until everybody gets off of it. But here we go right here. See this gold going up, up, up. This steadily, this is on the 1 day. So this is, March right here. We can look at the map. So since March, gold's been going up, and it's been going up to record highs, right? You see right here what I was telling you, how it went up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then all of a sudden it just took off right here. So why we go against what's been happening this whole time? Tensions, fuel, gold prices. There's a war, and Israel's going to strike Iran. The United States, somebody that's a whistleblower in the United States, put out that Israel has a plan to strike Iran. So basically, Israel has struck Iran already and killed some people there, but now they're talking about going into a war with Iran. And what is that going to do? That's going to be crazy. So depending on who gets elected, you know, they might strike Iran. Maybe if Kamala gets elected, they're going to strike Iran. Why would I say that? Well, they're already doing that under Biden, and she's like an extension of Biden, so that might just happen, right? They might just come through with their plan. If Trump gets elected, maybe they got to talk to Trump and see if he's going to back him the same way. Who knows? But if a war starts, then you know everybody's going to buy gold. Like gold will go up so fast during wartime because people are so scared and they want to put their money into gold, which usually always goes up. And if a war happens, sometimes companies like American companies, if whatever they decide to do, if there's like a world war, you know, a lot of countries are going to be banning, you know, buying products from America, who's ever against us. So what I'm gonna do for everybody on here and anybody that signs up new, I'm gonna do some free hours, or not free hours, but basically because you signed up, I'm gonna do like a 2-hour session with you. And you should probably break it up into 1-hour sessions and one-on-one where you can ask any questions and do everything. I know on this, I also answer questions for everybody. I just feel like people are more comfortable to learn one-on-one sometimes. Some people are comfortable to learn, you know, in groups of people. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically have a free thing, and this is what it looks like right here. And I'm going to do this for the election in honor of whoever gets elected, the 47th president. I'm going to have free mentor trading classes, and I'm going to be doing this in the morning at 6 to 7 and at night from 7 to 8. And I'm going to start on next Tuesday, and I'm going to end on the Tuesday that the election happens. So I'm going to do a class on the 29th, 30th, double classes, 31st, the 1st, and the 5th in honor of, you know, Freedom Week. I always look at the president to where we can vote for a president no matter if we're Democrat or Republican. I'm independent, but I got to choose every time who to vote. That's just because of, you know, I'm a pastor and I only believe in that religion to help out widows, help out orphans, and be a slave to people, to teach them about God and to be a slave to God, you know. So I'm gonna serve God and not be into too much worldly stuff, which is like this election. I'm not gonna get riled up on who gets voted for, or try to go out and tell people to vote for this man or that woman or this and that. But I'm gonna love and respect whoever gets the presidency, and I'm gonna pray for that person for our country. But I'm gonna be doing this. It's gonna be pretty cool. You guys could all jump on, but if you sign up during this time, you guys are gonna get extra hours and things like that, and you're gonna be able to use the bot. Everybody else is just gonna be able to listen to me, and I'm gonna be going over in the beginning like basic stuff like how to pick a broker, and we already know what broker I'm using. So I'll be able to get people enrolled into a broker so they can get a demo account. You know, the first day it's going to be like basic stuff like that. But these are double sessions. So in the morning, I might be talking about, you know, how to set up. And then at night, I might be, you know, going over some trades and putting trades in, and people can put their trades in on the demo account or real account. And then the next morning, I might switch up and do trades. And then at night, I'll probably, you know, do some more stuff on how to set up, you know, trading viewer, things like that. So this is something that I'm going to do for free to help everybody. Send this to your friends, send it to your family members. You want them to have this because this is like how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 days 2 sessions. So we're talking about this is going to be 10 hours of trading. You know, we're going to go over basic stuff and we're going to go over master level stuff. You know, and I'll have, like, I wrote books and stuff, so I'll probably be talking about some of the chapters in books that are going to help you. I wrote a book on just, you know, getting into the field of trading, and it's like at a master level. The English is really high. It's like probably for somebody that graduated from high school or higher. Then I did another book that teaches you how to learn in a class setting, how to learn in like an academy, a trading academy, and that's wrote at a lower level, like a junior high level book. And that really helps you when you get into academy, like what to expect, what to know. You know, should you be watching the videos in the back office? Should you be looking at more stuff, right? So if you look at more stuff, read more books, look at more YouTubes, and you get on the academy, and you can ask me questions and I could tell you, like, yeah, that's a good book. Okay, yeah, that's a good indicator. You know, I know Beast Trader, you only talk about like 7 indicators and you figured out what indicators you like, but Beast Trader, do you like the Fibonacci indicator? And yeah, I do. I love it. You know, well, why don't you use it? Well, you could only pick so many that you do. But if I had a whole different style, I might just tell you, like, oh man, I would use a Fibonacci and I would use 2 other indicators. And it would be a simpler process than the 7 indicators to learn how to use, right? It's basically like the trading technical indicators that I use. It's going to take you longer to get it, right? But it's going to make more money for you over time if you do get it, right? Than to use like the Fibonacci or use, a way to measure the support and resistance. Or, man, I heard that a lot of people are just trading, not even using indicators. Should I do that? Yeah, you could do that. A lot of people make money by just support and resistance, but you got to understand support and resistance. You got to understand like the overflow of the market. You got to understand where the market breaks and things like that. So I'll be teaching you stuff like that, and you'll have a lot of time to ask a lot of questions. And I feel like all the people that were in Freedom Livestream before are in the other academies that I was a part of should jump on this, and it's going to really advance you. But this is more for you and for you to invite people. There's people that you told, like, I'm learning how to trade and stuff. And almost everybody you'll find out wants to learn how to trade because it's the simplest way to make money in the world, simplest way to lose money too, but it's the simplest way to really become to have freedom. And that's why we call it Freedom Live Stream, because if you could just push a button, you're going to end your labor, you're going to end the work that you're doing for somebody else, and you're going to work for yourself. And then it opens up, like, what do you want to do in your life? Like, do you want to help people? Do you want to make money for your family? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to get your life more stable? Do you need a car because you don't have a car right now? It takes you to the next level. That's what trading can do. So in honor of the next president, we don't know who it is, but I'm going to be starting out the 29th next Tuesday. I'll be starting out these free classes. Everybody's invited. Invite your family and friends and everything like that. Let's go back to the market. So we were looking at the gold, but let's see what happened here. So gold is saying it's going to go up. And what do we see? It went down for a little while, but what do I expect gold to do? Gold hit this right here, the Bollinger Band at 2,735, and it is going up. And I believe, just looking at the indicators, looking at the overall economy, that gold's going to be probably up here somewhere, right? It's already at an all-time high, and it looks like it's going to keep on going in that direction. Let's look at US30. What did we think US30 was going to do? We thought it was going to go down. We thought US30 was going to go down. Because what was I telling you? I was telling you that for the last week, it's been going down. So if we look at, the 4-hour thing, it's been going down, down, down since Sunday. So we keep on thinking it's going to do that. Right here it goes. It tells us to do a sell here. Let's look at the hours. It's telling us to sell on the hours also. And it's going way down, the hours. The bot takes this trade right here. The bot takes on the hour, right? So the bot won 3 trades right here. We can see these 3 trades won. The bot took those trades. The bot also takes trades on US30 on the 4 hour. All right, it's telling us to buy right here. It won this one. Buy right here. It won this one. Buy right here. It won this one. Buy right here. It might not have won. Might have took a little bit of a loss right here, right? Sell right here. It won this one right here. So if we look at the last, let's just look at 1 trade won, 2 trades won, 3 trades won. Let's say this one lost. So 3 and 1 lost, and then the fourth one right here won. So that means that 4 trades won out of 5 right here. Now we go to the 1 hour because it's also taking the 1 hour trades. And what do we see? So that's 5 so far, 4 won, 1 lost. Here goes another one. This is a 6 trade at 1, so 5 trades won. Here goes another one. This one won also. So that's 6 and 1 or lost 1. This is a 7 trade, 7 trade 1, and we lost 1 already. And here goes the next trade, and this one won. That's 8, so 8, and we lost 1. Here goes another one to sell right here, so it tells us to sell, and it didn't crash out on us. This isn't far enough, because how do we know? Because it gets rid of the trade at stop loss, like around the middle of the Bollinger Band, from the top of the Bollinger Band to the moving average. So right here would be where we would get out at, and so this trade just won. And if you guys heard, it made a sound, and that means that it closed out of that trade, because it got in this trade right here at 11 p.m. last night, my time, and it just got out of this trade somewhere down here because it's in the middle. So the middle of here to here, which would have been like right around here. And so it closed out when it went down really fast right here. I heard the little ringing sound, which made me very happy because I knew it was in a trade already. So that's beautiful. And so you guys want to be a part of this bot that's making constant money. And I want to build up that account to have $1 million, $2 million of investor funds in there, because then that will change my life and change your guys' life too. I'll be able to free up more time and help you guys more and help the world. I have a homeless ministry downtown San Diego where I feed the homeless every Thursday. So today I'm actually in Las Vegas right now, but I have a ministry called the Will of God Ministry, and basically that's going to work today. And people are going to be preaching to people, and people are going to be giving food. We have every 2 weeks we have a restaurant called El Pollo Grill in San Diego. If you ever go to San Diego, it's like one of the best Mexican foods in San Diego. It's clean and it's really healthy. But support them because they support the ministry. They give me, 4 huge pans of chicken fajita, and they give us 2 huge pans of beans, 2 huge pans of rice every other week. And so this is a week that they're gonna give us the food. We're gonna go pick up that food around 9:30. We're gonna get downtown about 10 o'clock, and then we're gonna leave downtown about 1 to 2 o'clock, which is 3 to 4 hours of preaching, teaching, feeding people. Also, we got clothes. So if you're in San Diego and you got any clothes in your closet that you're not using, bring it. You could bring it to my house, or you could bring it to the ministry. We got 2 houses that accept clothes, and we have trucks that will go pick up the clothes from your house. So, anything really helps with the homeless. It was so wild that my son, we had cleaned up my son. My son has stuff from junior high that he had. He's graduating college in May. So it's like he has stuff that he gave away that he had in his closet from like junior high and high school. And he had like a helmet he threw in the trash can. And he was throwing stuff like in the back of the house, like to be, recycled and stuff. And I was like, man, nah, this would help the homeless. And even Lakana's so funny because she always does the ministry with me, but she was like, Lonnie, I wouldn't use this stuff. And I was like, it ain't about what you would use. That's I've been doing this for like 13 years, feeding the homeless and helping them with clothes. And so I know better like what people downtown need. I know my son had this helmet. It was so funny for baseball. And he was like, Dad, I don't use it. But it was like a good helmet. Like you can still use it. Yeah, my son bought a new helmet And so he's using the new helmet, but like the helmet that I bought him for high school, you know, he didn't, it was 4 years ago. He was like, it's old now. But we took that downtown and Lacana was like, man, this ain't nobody. But somebody was walking around with the helmet on. And she was like, well, this pillow is not like new looking and stuff. And I was like, you know, just bring it down there. So, and somebody picked up that pillow, you know, somebody's going to pick up the stuff and that's what it's about, just helping them at their level of what they need. But what do we see here is going down, down, down. And what do we think was going to happen? We thought it was going to go down, right? When we open up this thing, you guys could watch this video. I'm going to put this video out in like an hour. But when you watch this video again, you know, how important is it that somebody knows, you know, not for sure. I'm not saying that I'm like a prophet and God told me it was going down, because that's the only thing that's for sure is if God told us, right? But being able to look at the market and tell you guys, the first thing I was telling you is what? The number one trade that I trade is US30. And I told you, where is US30 going? It's going down, right? It's been going down for a whole week. That's what I opened up in. I said it's going to continue going down. So we had all this right here from 488 all the way to 348. We had over 100 and almost $50 going down. You guys could have made so much money. Like, a lot of people don't understand how much money this is right here, but this is a huge amount of money, and it did exactly what we thought in the last hour, right? We can look at the last 15 minutes and see that since I've been on the call, right? This is 6 o'clock. It was going up, but I was telling you that it was going to go down. So for the last, you know, 15, 30, 45 minutes before I got on the call, it's been going up, right? So a lot of people would have said, well, it's been going up for the last 45 minutes. It's going to continue going up. No, but when we looked, we looked and we were like, no, this thing is going down, right? So right here, 6:15, it already started going down. So when I got on the call, I was saying it's going down. It started going down for 15 minutes. Guess what? It went back up, right? So right before the market opened, it went all the way back up. And so we could have got in for it to go down, and look how far it went down, right? So we could have took all that gain right there for it going down. And then gold, right? What did we say about gold? When I got on at 6 o'clock, I was like, well, gold is going up. All the indicators are saying it's going up. Well, if you would have got in gold, you would have made a lot of money. We seen it start going down right here. You could have got out of the trade somewhere up here or something. But like right now, you could have even got in at a lower spot. Like, you could have seen that it hit here and started moving back up, and you could have got in somewhere down here, and now you could be way up, because, you know, I'm predicting that it's going to be way up here a little bit later on in the day when it starts plateauing like this. So you guys could have made money, and I want to start you guys taking these trades like what I'm telling you to do. You know, Bitcoin. What did we say about Bitcoin? Does anybody remember? What did I say? It was going up or down. I said it was going up, right? Even you got an indication right here at 6:30 when the market moved that it's going up right here. You guys could have just took what the bot said. So we had 3 trades that we really looked into, and 3 trades that did exactly what we said it was going to do. Which ones could you made more money on? Well, if you would have got into Bitcoin, Bitcoin went up $400. This would have been significant, right? But with Bitcoin, what we do know is with Bitcoin is you're going to start out at a deficit. So you need to stay in the trade longer because the spread is so different, right? The spread might be $100 difference. So you only making money off of, you know, right here up to here. But you will still make way more money faster. So Bitcoin would have made you the most money since the market opened up, and US30 is stabilizing. What do we think US30 is going to do? Well, it went up and now it's going to fall back down. So we could have got it at different levels here. Right? Let's look at NAS 100. NAS 100, remember, is just going up and down, and a pattern is very conservative, right? But the same thing that we said about US30 is the same thing that happened to the NAS 100. It went down. Let's look at the 500. Same kind of thing. It went down, down, down. Right now, the US 30, 100, and the 500 are kind of doing exactly the same thing, which doesn't happen all the time. Why is everything doing the same thing? I could tell you, because of the US 30, there's something really moving and grooving that's gonna make this whole economy look like that. Let's go and let's check out, what is the one that's making everything do stuff. Let's look at US 30. And this is for the day, but we want to look at for the hour now because we're only talking about this last hour of movement. What is going on? This Han is going on. It lost 4% today. This is Bank of America. It almost lost 2%. Nothing else is UPS made 6%. Wow, people are getting their mail. Verizon's down almost 3%. IBM's down 5%. And everything else isn't really moving. So I thought looking at this, like the big guy, Apple or Microsoft or Walmart or, something was going to be moving, but it's not. So let's look and see at the 100 level. Is that why everything's moving different? Look at Tesla. What in the world? Tesla went up 16% in the last hour. Boy, that's why he put so much money behind Donald Trump. I remember Donald Trump was like electric car, boo-hoo, they're nothing. And this guy started putting money in Donald Trump, and now like his Teslas are selling like rocket busters. Wow, brother, I never even seen. I gotta add this to here because I've never seen. I don't think Tesla ever went up that much. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. 16%. That might be the thing that's driving everything crazy. 16%. So you got to basically take 16 of these boxes and move them around. If you put 16 of these boxes, this whole thing fills up green. The whole area. You got to do the math in your head. But even 10 of these boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, this whole thing would fill up with 16 boxes. Wow. Let's look. How did Tesla go up that much money? Like somebody's making money today. Goodness gracious. Look at this. This thing started up yesterday. It was right here at 213. It started at 250. It started up $30. It never did. We can look through this whole thing and it'll never show you that again. That is what is going on. It's just going back to where it was, though. When was it at this price? October 2nd. October 2nd, it was up here. So it really just rebounded. It's been dead in the water since the 11th. We got a sale. We would have made a lot of money on that for 2 days. And then boom, wow, it jumped out of the. But it was saying this on the news, and now it just showed up. So I was just reading how Tesla, he started making like way more money, but this is like unheard of to jump that high. That's gonna affect everything that's going on. Wow. That was unexpected. So I'm gonna make this video available for you guys. You guys look at it, and the Academy moving forward after the president election, I'm gonna be teaching. I want to teach at this time, 6 o'clock, and I hope that will work for everybody. But I do also know, like in the East Coast, that's when everybody's going to work at like 9 o'clock. It works really good for where I'm at. In night session, it's like people in New York are probably sleeping on the East Coast. But I don't know. I like the 6 a.m. and we might do like a hybrid schedule where, we're trading sometimes in the morning and sometimes at night just to accommodate everybody. But I'll be putting out a survey to find out when the best time is for everybody. But the best time to make money is definitely like if we start at 6 o'clock, talk about the economy, and then at 6:30 my time when the market opens up, that's the best time to really make money. So we will be doing that most of the time because I want you guys to be able to capitalize and make money, so you guys could kind of stop doing whatever you're doing and be in a better position. Look at this, US30 going back down. So we could have hit it when our whole strategy, the EMA bounces what? When it hits that EMA, if we would have got in at the EMA bounce, the other strategy we got that the bot has, you would have been winning again. So God bless you guys. You guys have a good day. And I'm going to pass out that flyer today. And you guys check out this video and let's win together. God bless. Goodbye.